The Spectator podcast had a relatively good-humoured go at me last week. It was presented by Michael Gove, now Lord Gove, and Madeline Grant, and they were accusing me of sycophancy and ambition in my support for Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Now, who am I to say, but I think someone who managed to make it into the cabinets of multiple Tory Prime Ministers clearly had a lot of ambition, and well, whether or not there was any sycophancy going on is for others to determine. But the core accusation is that I am doing this because I want a job in government. I already have a job. I'm the MP for Rugby, Bulkington and the surrounding villages, and that's the job that I want. And I'm not just going along with what the Prime Minister is in favour of for the sake of it. I'm supporting the Prime Minister because I believe in what he and this Labour government are doing. And I am doing everything I can to support them because it's in the interests of my constituents. If you look at the NHS, where we're investing huge amounts into our NHS and getting the waiting lists down, with best start centres opening across the country and one due to open in Warwickshire. Long-term decisions being taken in the interests of our country on planning, on housing, and that's really good for Rugby, it's good for families, it's good for business. I really do feel that what would let my constituents down is the posturing and the positioning that we often see in politics, the playing of Westminster games, and I note that Lord Gove has certainly been involved in the odd Westminster game or two. So we've got to avoid, as a Labour government and as a Labour Party, we've got to avoid a return to the chaos that we had with the Conservatives. What do we have? Was it 5 Prime Ministers in 6 years? We had infighting. We had a party that was looking inwards instead of outwards, which is absolutely not in the interests of the country. And that's why at this moment, for this Labour government, it's critically important that we don't navel gaze and look inwards. We've got to look outwards, and we've got to listen to the people who we represent, and then we need to lead and show that we can change this country for the better. What we saw under the Conservatives was self-indulgence, and the country and my constituents paid a very, very heavy price, which is why they voted Labour at the last general election. And I'm backing the government because I want to stand up for my constituents. I'm John Slinger, I'm the MP for Rugby, Bulkington and the surrounding villages, and I'm proud to be supporting the Prime Minister of this country, Keir Starmer. No apologies.